Hey, what's going on, my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor, and today I'm going to share with you 5 habits that will help you align with the new 5th dimension frequency now present on the planet. Incorporating even a couple of these habits into your life, into your cycles and repertoire will help you rev at a much higher vibrational frequency and then match the new energy here on the planet. All people right now are in a process of transitioning from one dimension, from one state of awareness to another one, a higher one. The potential is here. The collective frequency is raising each and every day. It is more of a matter of us as individuals choosing through our own choices to align with this new frequency. And there's a lot of benefits to doing so. As we rev at a higher vibration, everything in our life dramatically improves. Our relationships, our health, our state of abundance, the amount of freedom we have in the world, our ability to create experiences that bring us joy and satisfaction, having fun, excitement, passion, creative expression, all these things are 5th dimensional-esque. And as you do these habits that will help your frequency match this new energy, you'll start to have a life that reflects your the 5th dimensional version of yourself. But we're living in a time of transition. At the core, in truth, we are all masters, and we don't really need any habits or techniques. We just are the one. We are our higher selves. But that's not most people's, including myself. That's not really our experience yet. If you haven't noticed in your own life, you're probably doing a lot of fluctuating. You probably have times in your life where you're effortlessly manifesting, synchronicity up the wazoo, you're connected in the flow, time slips away, yes, yes, yes. And other times you're processing and tough emotions are coming up, probably brought on by random circumstances that are challenging falling into your life, and that lowers our frequency, that creates just a fluctuation. And at least where I'm at right now, having sound habits that promote a higher frequency has gone a long way in allowing me to live at a higher vibrational frequency, more tapped into my 5th dimensional nature. And it's also allowed me to kind of meet the challenges of my own awakening of my own life with more presence and more consciousness, and so I can go through life more smoothly. Okay, so I want to share with you 5 habits that I guarantee if you do one of these, your life will change. Anybody watching my channel who relates with this up and down awakening process, even 1 or 2 of these will make a profound difference in your life, and I'll get into them right now. Number 1 is to do something you love every single day, even if it's for a short span of time. What I'm doing now, I love. I do it every way in some form. It takes about 20 minutes, and I can feel it. I can feel my day is dramatically enhanced on days I express myself in this particular way, which happens to resonate with my character and soul and personality right now in this incarnation. This is what I've discovered I love, and I do it every day. I do it through writing. I do it through sharing a YouTube video. I do either a YouTube video or an email or an Instagram video. I do some form of self-expression every single day. And my days go great. Not always, not perfectly, but I can feel it. There was a time in my career when I was not as consistent with doing something I love each and every day. And those days were not as good. I got a lot more stressed out. I focused on things that caused more stress. I didn't really meet the different challenges of life with as much presence, and therefore I would get sucked into dramas more. I feel like doing something I love, it's like I'm like gliding through life. Okay, so what is it you love? I know a lot of you probably don't know that right now. And then your mission is make the habit of doing something every day to help you discover what it is you love. And the nice thing is, you're a quick manifester. When you really have that sincere desire to find what it is you really love to do, you're gonna find it quickly. Even if you have to sort through things that ultimately, in the end, turn out to not be what you love, they will lead you to the thing you love. And when you find it, hold on to it for dear life, and make time to do it every day. A lot of you probably know what you love, but you rationalize that it's not smart to do because it's not earning you money, it's not getting you recognition, it's not producing anything in the earth plane that seems to your mind worth your time. But if you consider the fact that by doing that thing you love, maybe you're a writer and you've never written a book, you've never shared it with anybody, but you love the act of writing, you feel really good while doing it, you get to draw from your higher consciousness, your mood and state of being is elevated. Well, my friend, that is reason enough to do it. You do that every day before you go to work, you're gonna have better days at work. You're gonna move through challenges more gracefully. You're gonna be tapped into your higher self more so and get ideas and downloads about how to improve other areas of your life that might need some work. It's a game changer. Find something you love and do it every single day. Number 2 is establish some type of daily spiritual practice. Oh, I know, you're thinking, nope. So many people have a strong aversion to this, and I don't blame you. I did too. I feel like I don't have a lot of earthly incarnations, quite frankly, and I think I'm more accustomed to living in the higher realms. So for me, the idea of doing some kind of rigid, systematic, habitual practice is very off-putting. I like the freedom. But you know what? I heard, I can't think of who it was. Maybe Tony Robbins said, no, it was, doesn't matter who it was, some military dude. He said, I have a lot of discipline in my life, ooh, yuck, so that I can have freedom in my life. It's a paradox. I have a daily practice, and a good amount of the time I don't feel like doing it, but I make myself do it. And on one hand, you can say, you know what? Well, that's not very fifth dimensional. You're doing something that doesn't bring you joy in that moment. I know myself. I know how the effects of not doing it are worse. So I make myself do it on those days so that I can have more freedom in the remainder of my life beyond just during the daily practice. And what's so nice about this, once I warmed up to the idea of having some kind of daily practice, I realized there's so many different ways to go about it. I have my own little practice that none of you probably do, and it doesn't matter. It works for me. It's a combination of certain things like yoga, meditation. I go in the sauna, I do breath work, I journal. I do all these things in my own sort of way. I have a Victor spin on all these stereotypical practices, and they work for me. They have the effect I'm looking for, and therefore, because it's somewhat enjoyable for me, it's been sustainable. And you know what? What I do fluctuates all the time. I don't have to pick one and stick with it forever. That seems boring and monotonous as well. Have fun. You all have experienced certain things that put you into your center, connect you with yourself. My suggestion and invitation for you is to do that every single day, whether you want to or feel like it or not. I guarantee it's going to help you. It doesn't matter what it is. If it works for you, if you feel the benefit that what you're feeling is your frequency elevating to more of a fifth dimensional state of consciousness. And if you can do that every day, imagine doing something like that every day before you go to work. And just proceeding through life from the vantage point more so of your higher self versus the battered ego, which we all are as well. Number 3 is to get used to questioning everything. Question yourself constantly. And this goes from big things, big sort of existential sort of debacles, or just little things. Because we're living in the time of awakening, we're living in the time of realizing so much of our behavior, our thinking, our decisions, and therefore our life has been created and driven from autopilot, from programming and conditioning. There's so much that influences who we think we are and how we go through life that has nothing to do with us. But we've been sponges for programming that doesn't suit us our entire life. So you can question everything. I'll give kind of a funny, sort of silly, embarrassing example to kind of give you an idea of just how diverse this piece of advice actually is. So one day I was sitting there in the urinal. I know, sorry ladies, but I was trying to use the restroom, and I realized as a couple other guys came up next to me, I clenched up. For some reason, for a long time, as long as I can remember, I get pee shy. When other people are around, it's very difficult for me to go. I don't know why, and how it's relevant. Finally, I got to a point at this time I was sort of exercising this advice I'm giving you. And I said, Victor, what's the deal? What are you afraid of? Why are you peace shy? You were about to go, and now people come, and now you're going to be frozen for no reason. What is it? As I asked why, as I questioned my little issue, I manifested the solution. I manifested the memory of where it came from. When I was younger, like 8 or 9 years old, I was going to the bathroom, and no one told me not to do this, but I would take my pants all the way down, and I would go in the urinal, and finally my friend saw, and he goes, Victor, what are you doing? And I was like, what? Nothing. He goes, why don't you pee like a man? When he said that to me, it had an effect on me. It made me self-conscious about using the restroom. And therefore, it stuck with me my entire life. But because I questioned myself in that moment, I was able to quickly get an idea of where it came from. And therefore, it doesn't happen anymore. It just took that one realization. Now, you could do this with anything, with relationship. Maybe you have relationship patterns. You always attract the same type of character that always ends up in the end driving you bananas. And you wonder, why would I have fallen for this cycle? Again, why? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Ask why. Ask why, and you shall receive the answer. You shall receive the healing. You shall receive what you need in order to let go of that which is bringing you down. And as you receive whatever it is you need to let go, you're going to rise up. Our vibration wants to be really high, but we have these unconscious conditioned programs that sort of insist on holding it down. But now we're waking up to the point where we can start to question them, question everything. And once you get an idea once you start seeing the way you block yourself and continue to question, you're going to heal very, very rapidly and raise your frequency at an extremely fast rate. And as this happens, your life is going to change and take on more of a 5-dimensional flavor. Number 4 is gratitude. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude whenever given the opportunity. Gratitude puts you at a high state of frequency. And the nice thing is, you don't need a lot of stuff. You don't need abundance. You don't need a lot of the things that people think they need in order to be grateful. Anybody right now watching this video has access to the internet. You have access to literally anything you could possibly want to know ever within seconds. You could learn anything right now. You can click off this video and look up whatever the heck is piquing your interest at this time. That's crazy. That's a blessing. I'm 35 years old, and you know what, when I was like 15, 16 years old, I guess we had the internet, but not like this. I didn't really have access to it that frequently. So the idea of this, at least to me, is mind-boggling. I can breathe. A lot of times I have allergies. A lot of you who watch my videos, you know that. But right now, currently, I can breathe comfortably. When I go to sleep, I don't wake up all plugged up. My sleep quality's improved. I can just start thinking about that, this random personal little thing in my life, and feel more and more and more and more grateful the more and more I think about it. It's just about putting our attention to things that we could maybe be grateful for. And if we do it, it gets like a ball rolling. And then you just can you can cultivate this attitude of gratitude. You can raise your own frequency at will whenever you want with gratitude. Number 5 is to nonstop go forward in pursuit of your big, wild, crazy dreams. The things that light you up when you think and fantasize about. You are living in a time where you can literally manifest that for yourself. And as long as you go towards them, whether you reach them or not, a lot of times we go towards a big dream, and then as we get closer to it, we realize we want something a bit different, a little offshoot of it. Either way, as you move forward, in whatever way works for you, you will claim more of yourself. And who you are is a high frequency being. As you chase a dream, you guide yourself through excitement, the energy of passion and excitement and enthusiasm. You guide yourself on this journey of self-discovery, self-uncovery. That's not a word. But as you go forward in this passion towards your dreams, you will attract to yourself everything you need to not only realize those dreams or some kind of enhanced version of them, but all the different things you need to heal along the way that are lowering your frequency and preventing you from experiencing that thing that you want right here and now. And I know it's not easy. I know a lot of people don't do this because they're concerned that things won't work out. I'm gonna give you a perfect example for my 9-year-old daughter, something I witnessed her do just the other day that is just a perfect example. So she says, Dad, I wanna buy Orbeez. Of course, my question was, what the heck is an Orbeez? So she showed me online. They're these little balls that swell up with water, and they get bigger. And she wanted to do an Orbeez bath challenge. She wanted to buy a bunch of these Orbeez and put them in the bathtub, fill up the bathtub with water, and sit in that bathtub for as long as she could. Okay, that was what was piquing her 9-year-old mind's interest. And I said, cool, let's do it. I ordered them for her. You know what happened? She did all this. She did the Orbeez challenge and she got sick. She sat in this stale water or stagnant water, maybe a bit too long. I don't know if it was the Orbeez. We don't know. But she's been a little sick ever since. And we were sitting on the couch the other day, or this morning actually. We were talking about it and she was like, that was a stupid mistake. I don't know why I did that. What a ripoff. And she was angry about it. I said, no. That was amazing. Good for you. You took action on what inspired you at the time. And whenever we do this, it's not going to always work out. It's not about that. There's a lesson in there for her somehow. Whenever we make a mistake, slip off, or fail, it's valuable. It's all part of it. Sometimes we go forward on with our passionate energy and we buy Orbeez and waste our money on it and get sick. Other times we succeed, but they're all part of the process of your self-discovery and your raising your frequency gradually as you go forward, okay? This is the most important one. If you have something in your life that you want that's not there right now, figure out a way to make it happen and to make progress towards that each and every day. You don't have to get where you think you want to be or need to be. You don't. It is about the journey. As you go towards the things you want, you're connected. You're connected with who you are. You're connected with who you came to be. You're connected with the best version of yourself in that moment. You chase dreams for the sake of the chase. Because what's going to happen when you get a dream? You're going to dream something bigger. You want to go over this way. And it's going to be a fleeting, short-lived, little euphoric high that you're going to immediately forget about and go towards the next thing. That's why they say it's all about the journey. But this type of journey will raise your frequency. This is the time. It's the time where big dreams can come true. This is the time to go for your dreams, just if nothing else, for the sake of raising your frequency, because that's what the name of the game is, my friends. There's a brand new potential to live an extremely fulfilling and connected life right here now. And if you pick up any of these habits, I promise you, you're going to start to see in your own life just how well you align with this new potential. Your life is going to change from this moment forward if you would just choose even one of these habits. I promise you, and I guarantee you, and I wish you nothing but the best. This is not really a video of me trying to tell you what I think you need to do. It's just sort of sharing what's worked for me and what's worked for even clients. I've worked with hundreds of clients from all over the world, all going through this process, and I would try my best to get them to incorporate some of these, and I would watch their life change. This is for people who are going through a spiritual awakening, aiming to live their best life. Okay, so you take it for what you will. Take the ones that resonate with you. I'm not suggesting you to do all of them. Whatever I said, if something popped out at you and clicked with you, that'd be a good place for you to start. Okay? Anyways, my friends, I'm gonna bounce. You all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for listening. Just have a great one. I feel so honored and blessed to be here with you. If you're brand new to my channel, let me say I do have a free guided meditation that'll help you align with your higher self. And it's something you can just kind of pop on, and it will guide you through a process that will help you remember that you are your higher self. You've never really been disconnected, but this meditation will bring you into the remembrance of that connection you've always had. It's totally free. Check it out down below if you'd like. With that said, I'm gonna bounce. Have an amazing day. I know it's the 4th time I've said that. I'm feeling a bit excited today, if you can't tell. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.